Another brand new Round 2 Wrestling podcast is now available for you, the fan, to enjoy. Thank you for tuning in to this brand new podcast here on the 9th of July, 2024. Don't skip on this particular podcast. We have a lot of things to talk about this week. A very full rumor mill, lots and lots of noteworthy news, and of course, lots of title matches and their exclusive results brought to you by me, SlimmDa KID, Spreaker.com, and Round 2 Wrestling. Without any further to do, we're going to jump right into Round 1. Let's take a listen to the rumors and the gossip floating around in the world. This is Round 1, the Pro Wrestling Rumor Mill. Matmen's Andrew Zarian claims he was told there is a mega main event planned for the July 17th episode of AEW Dynamite. He did stress, however, that it could be absolute bullshit. Multiple sources told PW Insider that Mercedes Moné and Shane McMahon talked at the New York LaGuardia Airport on Sunday morning. The meeting sounded coincidental, but one source says AEW was the topic of conversation. Fightful Select reports that Daniel Garcia's AEW contract is believed to expire later this year, but internally they expect he will be with the company for a long time to come. At least one person believes Garcia has already re-signed with AEW. Per Fightful Select, WWE's Ricochet is expected to join AEW soon. His agent was backstage at Dynamite this week and has been leading talks between the two sides towards working together. PW Insider says TNA X Division champion Mustafa Ali was backstage at AEW Dynamite this past week, though they say he was just visiting. According to this week's Wrestling Observer newsletter, AEW star Adam Cole still has a little time left out of action, but is hopeful that his absence is not much longer. Fightful Select notes that John Cena's retirement tour announcement was kept confidential beforehand. WWE, of course, has plans to go heavy on promotion of it all throughout 2025. PWE claims WWE is working on creating United States and Intercontinental titles for the women's division. Record.com.mx claims Stephanie Vaquer has received offers from both AEW and WWE following her match with Mercedes Moné at the Forbidden Door pay-per-view. PW Insider notes that TNA stars Josh Alexander and Jade Chung were backstage at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view this past weekend. That draws to a conclusion Round 1 in the Pro Wrestling Rumor Mill. Enough gossip to think about for the next week or so. Without any further hesitation, let's move on to Round 2. This is actual factual pro wrestling news. Here we go. Wrestling legend in poor health, GoFundMe campaign launched.
Oh my God!
Kevin Sullivan, better known as the Taskmaster, is in poor health and friends and family are asking for help with medical expenses through a GoFundMe page that has already earned, as of this writing, almost $32,000, well ahead of its $20,000 goal. According to the GoFundMe's description, Sullivan suffered an accident on May 12th while in Florida for autograph signings. The Taskmaster underwent emergency life-saving surgery that also saved his leg, but suffered complications including sepsis and encephalitis, according to the GoFundMe page. Sullivan has been in and out of consciousness, quote-unquote, and in an ICU. Visit GoFundMe.com and Kevin Sullivan to contribute towards his well-being. Former AEW Women's Champion returns from injury, fractures arm in her return match.
That's fucking stupid.
Rhio, AEW's first Women's World Champion, returned to the promotion, this Saturday on AEW Collision. This marked her first match back since March earlier this year. Fightful has now reported Rhio sustained an injury during her AEW Collision match on Saturday against Lady Frost. Rhio took to X, formerly known as Twitter, and later confirmed that she is sidelined with a fractured arm. Those who get injured and return are more than likely to be injured again, it seems, in AEW. Current New Japan Pro Wrestling legend provides health update after in-ring collapse.
Oh my God!
Minoru Suzuki provided a positive update on his status after the New Japan Pro Wrestling legend suffered a concussion mid-match on Saturday. Suzuki was participating in a six-man tag team match for the Tenryu Project War six-man tag team titles. But the match was stopped by referee Kigo Yoshino when, as he would explain, Suzuki did not respond to initial calls. Yoshino noted that Suzuki wanted to continue, but it was determined that he would not be safe to do so, and the match was thrown out. In an announcement posted by Tenryu Projects, it was revealed that Suzuki was diagnosed with a concussion after hospital examination. He has since been discharged and given a clean bill of health. Pro wrestling legend-themed slot machines gaining popularity in casinos.
You what?
In recent years, the gambling industry has seen a surge in themed slot machines, with wrestling being one of the standout themes, and in particular, wrestling legends. This trend is driven by the immense popularity of professional wrestling, particularly WWE, and the nostalgia associated with iconic wrestlers. Wrestling fans are known for their loyalty and enthusiasm, and casinos have tapped into this by creating slot machines that bring their favorite wrestlers and memorable moments to life. Slot machines showcasing legendary wrestlers like Hulk Hogan, The Rock, and Stone Cold Steve Austin attract fans who want to relive the glory days of wrestling. Immersive graphics and sounds, high-quality images, theme music, and iconic catchphrases make the experience more engaging and nostalgic for players. Games that include wrestling-related challenges or simulations of wrestling matches add an extra layer of excitement and interaction. If you're a fan of both wrestling and slot machines, you can find an excellent selection of themed slot machines at Spree Social Casino online, or visit your local casino and see if they too have jumped on the wrestling-themed boom across the gambling industry. That's it. That is the end of round 2. Let's move on to round 3, title matches, and this is absolutely stuffed. However, warning, this next segment may contain spoilers for your favorite promotions and pay-per-views, including results from WWE's Money in the Bank pay-per-view, the NXT Heatwave pay-per-view, AEW, Ring of Honor, TNA, NWA, MLW, GCW, DEFY, AAA, CMLL, New Japan Pro Wrestling, All Japan Pro Wrestling, Pro Wrestling Noah, Stardom, RevPro, etc., etc. RevPro British Undisputed Heavyweight Champion Michael Oku defeated Anthony Ogogo to retain the RevPro British Undisputed Championship. NWA World Junior Heavyweight Champion Joe Alonzo defeated Jack Cartwheel to retain the NWA World Junior Heavyweight Championship. WWE Women's World Champion Liv Morgan defeated Zelina Vega to retain the WWE Women's World Championship. AEW International Champion Will Ospreay defeated Daniel Garcia to retain the AEW International Championship. Doki defeated IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion El Desperado to become the new IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. DIY defeated WWE Tag Team Champions A-Town Down Under to become the new WWE Tag Team Champions. GCW Tag Team Champions Violence is Forever defeated the Dynasty to retain the GCW Tag Team titles. WWE's Drew McIntyre wins the 2024 Men's Money in the Bank match. WWE Heavyweight Champion Damian Priest vs. Seth Rollins ended in a no contest. WWE Heavyweight Champion Damian Priest retains the title. 2024 Money in the Bank winner Drew McIntyre cashes in his winnings. WWE Heavyweight Champion Damian Priest defeated Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins to retain the WWE Heavyweight Championship. WWE Intercontinental Champion Sami Zayn defeated Braun Breaker to retain the WWE Intercontinental Championship. WWE's Tiffany Stratton wins the 2024 Women's Money in the Bank match. AEW TNT Champion Jack Perry defeated Marco Stunt to retain the AEW TNT Championship. Ring of Honor Men's World Television Champion Atlantis Jr. defeated Serpentico to retain the Ring of Honor Men's World TV title. NXT North American Champion Oba Femi defeated Wes Lee to retain the NXT North American Championship. NXT Women's North American Champion Keelani Jordan defeated Sol Ruka to retain the NXT Women's North American Championship. NXT Tag Team Champion Supersonic Duo defeated Chase University to retain the NXT Tag Team titles. NXT Women's Champion Roxanne Perez defeated Lola Vice to retain the NXT Women's Championship. Ethan Page defeated Shawn Spears, Javon Evans, and NXT Champion Trick Williams to become the new NXT Champion. CMLL World Heavyweight Champion Gran Guerrero defeated El Terrible to retain the CMLL World Heavyweight Championship. GCW World Champion Mance Warner versus Green Phantom went to a time limit draw. GCW World Champion Mance Warner retains the GCW World Championship. NWA National Heavyweight Champion Thom Latimer defeated Zion to retain the NWA National Heavyweight Championship. That's it. That is the end of Round 3 title matches. Be sure to listen to Round 3 again in case you missed the results from WWE's Money in the Bank, the NXT Heatwave pay-per-view, or any other of your favorite promotions. We're going to conclude Round 2 wrestling with a fan and producer favorite, Round 4, Did You Know? Did you know are little bits of information and facts about the wrestling world you may or may not have known about. You gotta love the bell. Did you know all 4 members of WWE's Evolution have won the Royal Rumble and defeated The Rock, but lost to The Undertaker at WrestleMania? Did you know wrestler JTG's initials used to stand for Just Too Gangsta, but since changed it to Just Too Good? Did you know Bret Hart was the first wrestler to be a 2-time Triple Crown champion in the WWF/WWE by being a 2-time Intercontinental Tag Team and WWF World Champion? Did you know Carmella held the Money in the Bank briefcase longer than anyone else, either men or women, in the history of the event? She had it for 287 days before cashing in. Edge is the second longest at 280 days. And did you know Rey Mysterio debuted in wrestling before Steve Austin did? Rey debuted in April of 1989 at age 14 and Austin in September of 1989 at age 24. the two have never wrestled against one another. That is it. That is the end of Round 2 Wrestling. I am SlimmDa KID. Thank you for tuning into this brand new podcast.